Yeah, Sonny, I just started to record it, man. I just started just
Yeah,
let you, we still can shoot the shit because I'm gonna edit it, you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
but you know we've done this before, man. You did it with C last time, but I kind of coordinated it from afar, so I'm
Did
kind
we
of
do a
familiar.
virtual? We did a virtual shit. We was ahead of
No,
the time.
not
Oh
you
yeah,
and I, not you and I. You did it with C, back in 2013 or 14.
we did a virtual one.
It wasn't, no, it was UNC, but I wrote all the questions
But did
and
he do it virtually or was it online? Like it was paper. It was print. Like it was kind of like.
it wasn't real. You remember y'all did it in the no doc.
So it was in person.
It was in person.
Yeah,
It
man.
was UNC. I was living in LA at the time.
Yeah, you had already gone over, and I had just kind of gotten into Charlotte, back into Charlotte. Yeah, man. Sometimes, bro.
Yeah, we got a history, man. I don't want to
Yeah.
get too deep, man. I'm kind of ready to start the interview now, man. You good?
Let's get it.
Settled? All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and get it started. So what's going on, y'all? We here with my man. If you don't know this brother, you're gonna know him by now. This is Nige Hood, representing Charlotte, North Carolina. Got a long history with this brother. I actually met him in Durham, North Carolina, my hometown. But he's still doing big things, man. So we had to bring him on, you dig, and give some more information about everything he's doing right now. He got a lot going on right now. Of course, I'm gonna let him jump into it. If you want to just go ahead and get started, letting the world know who you are, people that don't know. I know a lot of folks do know you. Everybody watching this probably know my hood. But let us know who you are, Mr. Hood.
Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Nige Hood. I'm a folk rap artist. I make songs about daily life and the pursuit of happiness. It's very it's alternative hip hop music. I've been making music for my whole life. I'm from the Charlotte area, but I've been around. I performed in LA, New York, DC, a lot of different places. Nowhere recently as far as this pandemic is concerned. But yo, I'm happy to be here. You can find me online at Nige Hood, Nigehood, and also follow my band, Folk Rap Band, because we're doing some very fun, spicy, new things with music with my band. So you can follow them, Folk Rap Band.
So you actually segued perfectly into it, man. How you been dealing with this pandemic, my G? What's been new?
Oh man, you know what? It's been an experience because I did I run a business that does events at bars, restaurants. Primarily that's our bread and butter. So once the pandemic hit, it really like cut into it and I had to like adjust on that front, you know what I mean? And what we've done is we've moved to doing Zoom events. So it's become like a lucrative a way to supplement the loss of some of the clients, because we still got some clients, good amount of clients, but it helps us deal with like the change in the landscape. And as far as music, honestly, yo, it's been crazy. I kind of took this time to like get busy. Like my band in the top of the year in 2 weeks, we're dropping a single called Bowl in the Woods with AfroMan. And that thing came about and just did through the quarantine because I mean, I was sitting around, I had a stimulus check, you know what I'm saying? I had things and thoughts and ideas. We already had the song Bowl in the Woods, which is about smoking a bowl in the woods, really just like checking out from the city and just connecting with nature really and your friends and stuff like that. So I was like, yo, this would be a great opportunity to get AfroMan on here. Let's see, you know what I'm saying? Let's see what they're talking about. Does he like the song? You know what I'm saying? What would it take, you know what I'm saying, to compensate, whatever? Like, it was a great opportunity to create content. So in that time, we've did the song, shot the video with AfroMan, and I'm putting together a nice little show in Charlotte. So stay tuned on that. So just, that was great. And as far as like my Nige Hood music, away from the band, I've been recording and editing here by little, my project, Too Weird, Too Awesome, which is a follow-up to Weird Awesome EP, which you can check out on Spotify.
Okay, so Nige Hood, the solo artist, is still popping, still on here. Okay,
yeah.
I didn't know. I wasn't sure he still exists.
I actually dropped a song today called Weird Shit. It's called Weird Shit. And if you go to my Instagram, there's a snippet of the video on the first, like one of the first posts, and I'll be posting about it really soon. With the single cover and everything, produced by Moonside Sound, and the cover's done by my man Frico. who's a artist out in Atlanta. But he does like a lot of artwork for Action Bronson. He did like the All My Children cover art for Gucci. And I met him. I was friends with him in Howard University when I went up there for a minute. You know what I'm saying? And so yeah, so I'm excited.
Yo, so you said you did something with AfroMan. See, I'm back in that day. So if y'all don't know who AfroMan, that's because I got high. If y'all don't know that classical, gotta know that. But what were you doing when Because I Got High came out? I don't know how old you are. I might date you. But what were you doing when that song was out?
What I was doing, man, like I was like in middle school, bro. I
I
was in
know.
middle school when that came out,
You
and
remember it?
yeah, bro, hell yeah, and it's crazy. I didn't. A crazy thing is like I didn't really get into any other song by Afro Man until I was in college, probably around the time you met me, and I heard his first album called Good Times, and to be honest, listening to that helped solidify my idea of what folk rap is. Like, if you listen to Afro Man, sometimes he's just gonna sing on the track, sometimes he's gonna rap, and pretty much what he's rapping about is regular shit. Like, maybe it's to the extreme of, our imaginations, but it's not like he's like the hungry hustler. He's a dude that's, out here like enjoying the most out of life without the quote unquote standard add-ons like fancy ass chain or like fancy car or or some validation from some type of like mainstream type of whatever. It's a very self-validating, very self-telling one story being the most important aspect of the songs. And that to me also ties into folk rap, because folk music typically is based on like the story that you're telling or the lyrics, because you're describing life. So for me, like, it kind of came full circle and just made sense. You know what I'm saying? So
Yo, I was gonna ask you to define folk rap for me a little. You definitely helped me. If I could like just surmise it, it sounds like it's ultra organic. It's like
yeah,
the most organic you can kind of get from music. It's really like, if you talk about music from the soul, like folk rap is directly from the soul. It ain't no trying to figure out what the audience want necessarily, or trying to figure out how to monetize it. It's really like, if I come from here, you know where it's gonna go. You know it's gonna be for the soul. So that's stuff I was gonna ask, because I've heard the term, but I never really had anybody define it for me. So
yeah,
folk rap,
man.
that's
Yeah,
dope.
man. Like Miles Davis, he blows his horn, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I make my songs. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be, and Miles Davis, he's had so many different formats and like so many different quote unquote sounds or genres of jazz bebop that he's created. But in every instance, his phrasing, you know what I'm saying? His tone is him. You know what I mean? So like for me, I don't want to be confined with having to be a conscious rapper, or having to be a happy rapper, or having to be a stoner rapper, or having to be a ladies man rapper. I'm gonna make a song about getting some. I'm gonna make a song about, you know what I'm saying, thinking twice. I'm gonna make a song about partying. I'm gonna do whatever I want to do, but the quality is there, and if you like the way that I do my thing, then you're gonna be fed. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna deviate from being who I am, or expressing what TF I want to actually say. You know what I'm saying? It comes with its lumps, but it also, I think that it's something that really defines who I am. You know what I mean? And it's a plus for me, you know.
So I've been following your career for a while, man. And what I feel like I see now is like, you've kind of like found your lane, bro. It seems like you found your lane. Like, was there a particular moment or some point in an instance where you feel like, yo, I found my lane? Like, when did that happen?
It was kind of around like the Return of the Nasty time. Like I had finished up college, and it was like, I think it was like the first project I put out where I was kind of embracing. I think I had just kind of like affirmed folk rap for me, and I knew that it was this hodgepodge. So like I feel like Return of the Nasty was like one of the first kind of like concept projects that I did, and just kind of like from there, I think I just got better at being mindful, like, because there were some songs I sang on. Like, there's this fly ass reggae song. It's crazy. My girl pulled it up this morning. I hadn't heard it in years. Called "Wavy Girls," And I just remember like, it was like, yo, loving the song. But I remember either somebody said to me, you should get somebody else to sing it. And then from there on, in my mind, it was just like, all right, man, all right, boom, da da da. So I guess one, there's a lesson in, I don't know, don't always just assume or like be too overly worried about perfection, because a lot of people like that song. But two, from that moment on, I wanted to be more mindful about how my shit gonna sound. Like, before then I didn't really have an understanding of what post-production or mastering was. And honestly, prior to that point, it wasn't but so important with rap. Like now, you shit gonna have to slap. Like it's gonna have to sound how I always can describe it as like candy. You know what I'm saying? To me, like have that, yeah, it's that shape, but it's like a lowrider. You got the frame of the body and everything, you got the paint job, but then it's that shiny shit, that bowling ball. I don't know what the hell they call it, but it that makes the motherfucking hood shine like candy paint. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
like
man.
to me, that's like,
Gotta polish the joint. Gotta
yeah,
polish it, family.
exactly.
Yeah, yeah,
So
it's
that's what
different.
I did.
You know what happened was, man, the game got oversaturated, so it became a little more competitive. So it was like even those that really didn't have the skill, now you gotta go polish it to kind of compete with the cats with the skill. Because it's just like anybody with the bread can kind of formulate a track now. You find somebody can write for you, you know what I'm saying? You go in there, give you a performance, try to get it right for 2 days, 3 days, then you got a song. So it really just became like the competition. I feel like it's what created that, man. But I want to segue back, man, because you said something interesting. So you know Dame Dash, of course, right?
Yeah.
Dame Dash talks big about live performance and the importance of live performance. So you went and found a band, man. If you could, like the name of your band is how'd you assemble your band, yo?
All right, so this is how it was. It was like, goddamn, like 2016, 2015, you know what I'm saying? You had a chance to rap her out here. I'm like, yo, that's a kind of like a colorful dude that's kind of like, I can see like, yo, the people that listen to him, that connect with the stuff he's talking about, I can like, you know, like that's kind of like, I think I was a Chance the Rapper concert I went to. And I was like, oh shit, he has a band. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, you know what? I kind of want to have like, and the what do you have, Social Experiment, or and the Free Nationals with Anderson .Paak later on, right? Who's another kind of format that's gonna help us float on the ocean. Thank you, Anderson .Paak. You know what I'm saying? But with him, it was like, damn, like, yo, I want to be able to kind of do more, have more space to move around, rather than, you know, just have playing a track, you know, having to kind of stay within the timing, or I could only kind of like match the energy of that beat when it plays every single time, no matter what place in the performance you're at. If the crowd wants to, you know, if the crowd just was hype as fuck and like they're tired, but your next song is hype as fucking tired, it is hype as fuck. If it's just a track, you can't like mellow it out. You can't cater more to the experience of the live show. So with the band, you could be like, they already know if they in the groove, if we have this cohesiveness, then we starting this one out like this. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm gonna talk to the crowd because I'm already a dude. I'm like, yes, I write cool songs. I'm musically inclined, I guess, but I'm really just a guy who likes entertaining people. You know what I'm saying? Like getting in front of people. So it really helps with that's part of my performance. And it started off as just being like, all right, Nige Hood and the folk rap band. But then shit got confusing because like we would do shows and people would be like, yo, where can I hear the music? If we didn't have like, and I was basically thinking like, well, how it is, all right, Nige Hood is this dope artist who has this type of music, and he'll also bring a live version of it when he performs live, like live with the band. But it got confusing because yes, it's a treat to have a different version, but people wanted to hear that. You know what I'm saying? And what Nige Hood even was making, the hip hop versions of it, it might not even fit the palette of the band stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm doing FUEGO, which is a trap beat, which is dun, 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 ding, 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 and it's like a slapping. beat. But like when I do it with the band, it's like, you know what I'm saying? So after a while, it got confusing. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, damn, okay, if they don't know how to get this, and I'm like, oh no, like this is like how it sounds when I do live stuff. But I'm also this artist that, but like also my stuff on streaming sounds like this. It's just as confusing as it sounds of me explaining it to you right now. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, bro, one, why don't we just split? Like, yo, if the band makes it, the front man makes bomb ass more hip hop style music. You know what I'm saying? If folk rap song that's by Nige Hood makes it, then oh shit, this cool ass guy that makes different type of music has a whole live band and they have a whole sound. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of where it came with. A lot of the times with rap, the shows that are happening aren't um, paying. And I think that my clout when it comes to like the people who are paying and stuff in rap, and Charlotte's just more of a, I'm different, man. It's different. So like a lot of the people that like my music aren't necessarily like in Charlotte, kind of scattered around. And I'm still trying to figure out, well, kind of like get the resources together to kind of like figure out how I can hit these spots, or like where are the places that alternative kind of weird artists or people who make different stuff congregate, or where are the places where people who listen to this kind of all hang out. You know what I mean? There's places where you can all go to hear like up-tempo street type music, you know, like trap type stuff, you know what I'm saying? But that's kind of like where I'm at in my career and expanding the Nige Hood thing, you know what I'm saying? But I think a lot comes, sorry to cut you off, a lot comes from like me getting busier online, on social media, creating more online content, and maybe being more targeted at who I connect with and collaborate with online.
Dope, bro. So what's your question? Well, the answer actually kind of segues into my question again. So it sounds like you're saying the rap shows aren't paying anymore. I'm pretty sure 20 years ago, if you could rap like on your level, people were going to get paid for it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like easy. You know what I mean? But currently, I guess because everybody wants to be a rapper, it's not the same. So it's more competitive, right? Mm-hmm. So thinking back, so music distribution kind of went from vinyl, to CDs. You had to show up to the record store to get your joint if you wanted it that day, that type, you know what I mean? Then everybody was still in the music, Napster and this and that. Now everybody is streaming. Streaming is the primary platform. I'm thinking about titling this "What's Next," man. So what do you think is going to be next as far as after streaming? What's going to be, what your vision of 5 to 10 years from now? How is music going to be consumed 5 to 10 years from now? What do you think?
I think that this is how I feel. Artists and brands are going to collect their armies, and you got to rely on those people that engage with you. And when I say army, I mean just like the hives, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. The beautiful thing about this day and age is you can connect to the world, and you have your whole lifetime to be consistent and create a product that connects with people who are living their whole lifetime. That if you remain yourself, just like the two of us, Lord willing, we live another, 50, 100 years, right? And we remain friends, right? And we continue to support each other's endeavors, you know what I'm saying? Like, and you level up, like your check's getting bigger, your production value's getting bigger. I'm still working on my stuff. The same, and even just on a personal level with friends, like the same thing goes. Like you establish relationships with people, and those things grow like exponentially throughout life. So like the good thing we have now is like, we don't have to rely on an industry system. Like for instance, the baby's making hella money right now, and it's all talent and everything aside, he's benefiting from a well-established music industry and certain players in that music industry who are benefiting from his talent. But you know what I'm saying? So that's a wonderful way to the bag. But you can also, over time, develop 100,000 fans. Shoot, I might be 40, 44 by the time I get 100,000 fans. Who knows? I might be, it might be next year. But if I'm 44 and I'm still doing my shit, and these are organic 100,000 people, I can at least all ask them to send me $1, and I might make $52,000 today. You know what I'm saying? Or like for a button or something. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But to me, I look at it. That's the great bright side. That's the great optimistic thing about being an artist. And you have to just kind of like reframe what success is for you, because that can really deflate your creativity. I've been there, you know what I'm saying? And then you just have to like remain consistent, and I'm getting into advice, but I think that that's where we'll be. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be to the point where artists are going to be liberated. Unless they do some crazy shit to try to like tax it all, artists are going to be so liberated to thrive, and individuals are not going to have to spend but so much of their actual money to engage and support the arts that they want. Because if you think about it, a CD was like fucking $10. Like, you want one piece of project from this one guy you like, yo, it's either that's where the competition was. Like, okay, DMX drops today, Nas drops today, and Jay drops. Shit, I gotta buy two. Maybe I'm gonna bootleg the other one, you know what I'm saying? But now it's like, oh shit, like this person feeds me content consistently. I appreciate him, and he's dropping something. I wanna support him, and also like rep. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna buy you gonna sell that Rhymes and Designs, that hoodie, you know what I'm saying? You can sell these very same exact designs for the next 100 years. Like, your kids can be selling that. You know what I mean? Like, there's beauty in a lot of this. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it doesn't have to be big enough that Hallmark wants you to be in a movie with them, or that Coca-Cola wants to do a deal with you. That's a great $250,000 bag. Like, don't get me wrong, but.
All right, man. So we kind of you gave some good information, great information so far, bro. I kind of want to this is the first interview we're doing of this series, right? And there are questions I want to kind of like poll and kind of just do a study to study all your minds, right? So it's questions you know answered probably 10, 15, 20 times in your life, bro. Top 5 rappers, Nige Hood's book.
In my book, okay, like, so I'm gonna just say my favorite. Nas, because he taught me how to like put all these words into raps, because I'm a wordy person. He's kind of wordy too, you know what I mean? Pimp C, because the attitude, the flair. A Tribe Called Quest, just the consistency of the feeling that their music brings, the consistency of the spirit. Then I'm gonna say NWA, because of the attitude and just like what that injected into the game, and just like the freshness of the music too, because Dre had it sounding great. And then lastly, Public Enemy, because Chuck D, when it just comes to like the crypticness of just being cool, conscious, and just unfuckwittable, you know what I'm saying? They really did crystallize that, you know what I mean? So that's my people.
Good job. So another one. Give me the two non-hip hop artists that have had the greatest influence on you and your music.
Oh, that's a good. I would say Simon and Garfunkel. I just listened to them a lot as a kid, and like, I'm a moody guy, so I think it kind of blended into what Nas's music was, because I mean, if you listen to like Lost Tapes or like For the Reason, you know what I'm saying? I see people hating other people.
Oh,
Tell me what's the reason? Like,
yeah.
so for me, like that to me, Paul Simon was kind of like the kind of like traveling beatnik who was writing from his window, you know what I'm saying, at the stuff around and his feelings. So him and I was gonna say Jimmy, but more specifically Chuck Berry, because Chuck Berry, I call myself Chuck Berry's great grandnephew. You know what I'm saying? Because, bro, he was just a pretty like happy guy or a positive guy who liked making catchy songs. And god damn, those songs are so catchy. You know what I'm saying? The fact that they can just kind of be played over and over, like riding along in my automobile, or you know, like Maybelline, like they're funny. Like so much of like if you listen to AfroMan's music, it's a lot of like Chuck Berry. Like he's yes, he can get the girl, but he's not like I'm not even gonna entertain the thought that a girl would like not want to be with me. Like it's like the affable, I think I use that right, the likable guy that gets along with the guys. Guys think it's cool, but it's not like trying to shit on everybody, or like his confidence is not contingent upon his circumstance or who else likes him. He's just himself and charming and very witty. Like he wrote this song called it was called Brown Eyed Handsome Man, and it was about, I feel like it was Crip to talk about being black. So it was like, it started off like, arrested on charges of unemployment. He was sitting on the witness stand. The judge's wife called up the district attorney and said, free that brown-eyed man. If you want your job, you better free that brown-eyed man. Like so much in that phrasing, because it's like, arrested on charges of unemployment. That was real, those vagrancy laws they would hit us with. But until I even learned vagrancy laws, I was just laughing at how fucking funny it was, but I got it, right? And he was sitting on the witness stand. Then he said, the judge's wife called up the district attorney. Why would the judge's wife call? Because homie was probably getting it to the judge's wife, right? You know what I'm saying? So then it was like, way back in history, 3,000 years, in fact, ever since the world began, there's been a whole lot of good women shedding tears for a brown-eyed, handsome man. But like in it, like one of the last ones, like 2-3 the count with nobody on, he hit a high fly into the stand. Rounded third, he was headed from home. It was a brown-eyed, handsome man. The one that game it was and I know he's talking about black men, because at that time, Jackie Robinson had just come in. You know what I'm saying? Like, but like I say all this to say, like, he was deep. He was proud and black. You know what I'm saying? But he wasn't angry. Not saying you can't be, you know what I'm saying? He very much carried himself with grace and respect, you know what I'm saying? And simplicity. And that's kind of how I want to live. I don't really have much beef with nobody, but I don't want to be fucked with. So I kind of like, I want to channel that. I want to make that type of music. You know what I'm saying? That was a lot. Rest in peace, Chuck Berry.
Rest in peace, Chuck Berry, man. So, like, yeah, he just passed like a couple years ago, right? If I'm not mistaken. So this is my last, like, kind of general question, in as concise of a manner as you can. What do you think about the current state of hip hop?
Current state of hip hop, I mean, it's cool, man. I feel like for the same reason that the music industry will be more friendly for artists as the future goes on, hip hop's there too, and hip hop is accepted by so many different types of people, and I think that it gets the respect that it doesn't get all the respect that it deserves, but it gets more respect than it did before. And sometimes you can get caught up by who you see like on Billboard and categorize that as like, oh, that's what's quote unquote working. But bro, it's nerd rappers, Tech Nines out here, Mega Ran, G Yamazawa. I mean, Adam Watsky or George Watsky. You know, people that you probably haven't heard of. Toby Lou, who can tour. You know what I'm saying? And they're different.
I know some of them. I know G. I heard of G Yamazawa, of course.
Yeah. North
Tech
Carolina.
Nine is a legend. Tech Nine is a legend. That dude is like, some people put him in their top 10. You know what I mean? He's certified. Stayed independent for about 15 years. He was independent. He was on when he started a label when he started. Been independent for like 15, 20 years, man. So big ups to Tech Nine. I'm about to close out a little bit, man. So what's next for Nige, man? What can we expect? I know you said you got the Bowl in the Woods coming out with AfroMan. You got an album or a song that just came out. What's going on with you, Nige? What's next?
All right, so what's next for Folk Rap Band? We're dropping Bowl in the Woods this January 6th. You can pre-save it by going to the link in our bio at Folk Rap Band on Instagram. So we're dropping that. We're going to be dropping a video very soon for Bowl in the Woods. And then we'll be having a concert set for April 3rd, 2021 with Folk Rap Band and AfroMan at the Unknown Brewery in Uptown Charlotte. So it's going fucking down, you know. And as far as Nige Hood, follow me at Nige Hood on Instagram, anywhere else. And I'm dropping Weird Shit today. And that's going to be the lead single on my project, Too Weird, Too Awesome. And I'm really excited to share that. And I'll be dropping a video for that today as well and be flooding your timeline with, you know, little tidbits here and there to remind you to check out the video and check out the song. So you can check it out right now. Weird Shit on Spotify, anywhere else. Nige Hood is the name.
Got it. Yeah, you know we're going to put all flooded with your information, man. So all that's going to come in the post. But thank you for this opportunity to speak with you, man. You've been doing big things to get you on. This is actually a big deal to me, man. I'm proud of you, brother, just to say that personally. I haven't had the opportunity to really talk to you since we've been I've been in LA, you've been in Carolina, just now we getting closer. And then COVID, you know what I mean? All this stuff happening, man. I would definitely prefer to be in person. But we're going to chop it up, man. Like I said, thank you for this. You're the first in the series of many, hopefully. Let's just keep going, man. Proud of you, bro. Keep going. Let's stay in contact, man. Appreciate you.
All right. Yeah. Peace.
All right, take it easy, man. Peace.
You dig?